Pisces, welcome back to the channel. Happy supermoon, full moon, supermoon, lunar partial eclipse, 23 degrees of Pisces. Huge physical changes taking place. Love to hear your placements, let me know. Got my moon in Pisces. It has been intense. The Lovers, first card out. The Tower, yeah, I felt it. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is a general reading. What's coming through here? 8 of Wands. There's been a lesson of how to have fun, how to celebrate yourself. Maybe there's been an addiction to stress, an addiction to pain, reliving, recycling trauma, recycling past feelings, past events. It feels like it's been a struggle to have fun. And like I said, this will make sense if it's for you. Learning how to relax, how to come out of survival mode, how to celebrate yourself, appreciate yourself. Find out about yourself, what you truly enjoy, what you want to invest in, where you want to be spending your time, how you want to spend your life, what's important to you. Releasing guilt when it comes to rest, pampering yourself, nurturing yourself, healing the feminine, healing the masculine. I'm getting an image through of someone of like hair brushing. That thing of how, and I do this myself, where a lot of the time we was always in a rush, or it's like we had our hair done to get out and be ready and look pristine, and it was all very slapdash. So to take time to softly brush your hair, to connect to yourself, to energetically confirm that you deserve to be pampered, to be nurtured, to be cherished, to be appreciated. Not for any other reason but the feeling, but the therapy. Not because it needs brushing, not because you've got somewhere to be, not because just because you deserve to be pampered. It may not be that, but that's the kind of energy coming through. The contrast of doing something to get it done and being in the moment and enjoying every little thing, the little things. You don't have to go anywhere to create that feeling of celebration. This is something that's been learned, something that can't be taken from you. You can always come back to self, you can always come back to your own joy, your own place of bliss, your own safety, your own peace. This is a skill that is going to give you courage to come out of survival mode, because there's now not a fear of being out of sorts or out of whack or reacting to something, because you know you can regulate, you know you can come back. You know you can come back to self, to source, to silence. This has been a great learning curve, because by learning to celebrate yourself, it feels like you've really been witnessing yourself. I'm seeing someone hovering above themselves as the observer, watching them get on with their daily. You've separated yourself from the root, from the trauma. You are not the trauma. You are not your past. You are not your pain. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be celebrated. You deserve to be appreciated. You're deserving of rest. You're deserving of joy. You're deserving of love. You're deserving of abundance. I'm being guided to stay on this because a point needs to be made of how much you've achieved, how far you've come, which really is what this moon's all about. To really appreciate yourself, reflect, see the leaps that you've taken, see where you stand today and where you once stood, instead of beating yourself up about where you could be. To appreciate where you're at, bloom where you're planted. The best you can do is flow with these changes that are coming in, follow your first instincts. That has been a skill learned also. 7 of Cups, foundational factors. But still on this 8 of Wands energy, a trust in self. Surrendering to the greater plan. The Magician in the near future. How did I miss you? And the Fool, where did you come from? I'm still so zoned into this 8 of Wands. Sorry guys. The Lovers, the Tower, the Magician, the Fool. I feel like I need a tea, but I don't want to leave and go and get a tea. I boiled the kettle, but I never made the tea. Go and get your tea. What do you want, my friend? I think they're downstairs. Yeah, come on. 10:22. Sorry guys, I feel fully out of whack today. I needed to transmute some energy there. No point pushing on if it ain't right, it ain't right. Back to it. The Magician. The Devil as I split the deck. Maybe there's something about that. Letting go of control. Walking away, coming back, taking a breath. Letting it all go. There's no point doing it if it ain't right, if the energy's not right. The physical follows the energy. Where's your energy at? How are you feeling? How are you really feeling? Especially at this current time. Emotions amplified. Be the observer. Get your popcorn out. Sit your ass down and pray. Pray and popcorn your way through this moon, my guys. King of Wands. Hanged Man. Beautiful things on the horizon, but master this storm. Be one with the storm. Let go. You can't control it. Winds of change. Let things take you where they want to take you. Ace of Cups. Do things to nourish yourself. What did I do to nourish myself today? I followed my intuition, which was uncomfortable, but it did help. In my head, like, I just have all these plans and for today and how I wanted my full moon to go. And it was magical and whimsical and marvellous, and it just didn't go like that. And sure enough, that frustration was bubbling over. And I thought, okay, just let it go. It's too much, just let it go. Cut the cords. So I did. I just surrendered to the fact that it is what it is, and this is how my day is going, not how it's not going, because this is how it is going, and to accept this firstly and go from there, instead of being stuck in that problem mindset of what's not going right. So in my head I wanted to be dancing around the fire, howling at the moon, but instead I was guided to watch some reality TV show that I really don't like and always judge. With my judgmental Granny Smith self that I am. Anyway, I was guided to watch this specific random episode, and sure enough, it's like a dating show, and there was a woman in there that said something and I absolutely broke down in tears because it mirrored my trigger. I'm not going to get all messy into it, and it was exactly what I needed to hear at that moment. And it wasn't what I had planned, and it didn't feel spiritual. Everything is spiritual. It depends on the eye that you're looking through, which was what I was guided to understand, which I'm always guided to understand, but it's still, you know, repetition is key. Get it stuck in there. And I had a bath, just connected to the water, meditated, visualization whilst in the bath, doing like energy healing. That was really lovely. Just in the silence. Had music on for a bit and then was just peaceful. Had some peaceful time. And just kind of amplified anchor thoughts. So how you just think of something and really imagine it, visualize it in your mind's eye, of a time that you was happy, content, something that makes you feel good, something you're grateful for, to really anchor you into the present moment, and amplify that heart energy, that mind-heart coherence. Dr. Joe Dispenza coming through. But then just really amplify that. So it's like having one image of something you love and then bringing another image into it, where it's kind of like a film. You can have music on in the background, you can add little transitions. So you could be, I don't know, you could be sitting with your dog playing fetch and then boom, firework, transition. Now you're with your best friend running around, boom, transition. The sunset, boom, transition. Me, it was like muffins, cat, candles, lattes that I'm not drinking right now, but really, really, really want a coffee. Those I love. My dreams. Happy memories from the past. Loved ones that have passed on. That inner child imagination. At one point I was a mermaid swimming around the pool with the full moon. Like, let your mind go where you want to go. I even let myself know. I was like, I'm tapping out. I'll be back in a bit. Go into your dream world. Go all the way there. It's dissociate. That's not how you say it, but good Lord, with my dyslexia, that's the best you're gonna get. Dissociating. It's escapism. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. And do we all need to escape from time to time? Yes. Especially when it's like, if what you're trying to create is so far from the doom and gloom that surround you, how can you even get into that energy if you don't escape somewhere to tap into it? And if you're not around anywhere that has that energy, go within yourself. Imagination. Come with me and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. 9 of Wands. Yeah. Peace after heartbreak, justice after heartbreak, a realignment. It feels like you've learnt to be happy in the most dire circumstances. So as things shift, this isn't even going to feel like an effort. It feels like it's been an effort for you to do what you want to do, feel what you want to feel, be how you want to be, show up how you want to show up. The Devil, the Star, King of Cups on the back. I'm being guided to read. This book's been coming through a lot recently. This never comes up, but the last few readings it's come up every time. I don't think I've ever even pulled it before. First page it's opened on is Scorpio, the power, water sign opposite of Taurus, 8th sign of the zodiac, 8th house, ruled by Pluto, Mars. I'm not going to read this right now, but if that would, if you feel like that resonates with some of you, then just comment and I'll post what this bit says. It literally feels like a tidal wave within of energy. Vroom. Vroom. Can anyone feel this, bro? It's actually mad. It is mad. You might have to slow it all the way down. What else was I doing to help? I sat outside in the sun, grounded, bare feet on the earth. Maybe take some time to relax, to pamper yourself. Connect to water. Alright, I'm getting something else to check now, but I haven't even found this yet. Bear with. Spirit's testing my patience. If I don't find it quick enough, I give up on it. I'll put this book down, I'll move on. I'm getting pissed off. Patience. Patience. If I don't find what I'm looking for quick enough, I'll give up on it. If the outcome's not there quick enough, I'll give up on it. Patience. It feels like you're really being tested. Patience. It's not about finding the treasure, it's about the adventure. It's about the treasure hunt. Once you got it, then you got it, then what? You're on to the next hunt. There's nothing to attain. Alright, now I'm getting annoyed. Where? Page 273. Pisces. Pisces gone wrong. Flaky. Pisces rarely walk the middle ground. You are either the most reliable and committed people or simply flaky. You can be non-committal, slippery and a nightmare to deal with for mere mortals. One of my clients would regularly ground her Pisces sun only for him to slip out of his bedroom window and glide down the drain pipe. Pisces people need clear boundaries, consistency, and to be shown exactly why their behaviour can be harmful. As a rule, you Pisces are kind at heart, so when you know how harmful your actions are to others, you will usually try to clean up your act, which is endearing. When my client explained to her son that it made her anxious not to know where he was, he began to take her feelings into consideration before thinking about slipping out again. Another Pisces client of mine is not so brilliant at diary management. It's always 50-50 as to whether he will honour our appointments. Some people would be horrified with this arrangement, but I am always relaxed because I know that this is in his Pisces nature. I try to schedule his appointments for when I'm at my desk working on other projects, just in case. The learning. If you have a strong Pisces influence in your chart, you are learning about commitment in general and must be clear with what you can and cannot deliver. Making commitments and sticking to them wherever possible helps you to develop willpower. Though you have to be realistic in your approach. For example, if you keep cancelling appointments, stop agreeing to them until you know you can definitely keep them. Pisces need to learn how to keep their promises or stop making them. Strive to create structure and firm boundaries for yourself. Learn how to use a diary to prioritise. Then check it diligently before you overcommit to projects, meetings or engagements, and create an achievable to-do list for days when you need to get things done. Other traits have gone wrong: overly strong-willed, Pisces does not usually have strong willpower, but if you are one of those who is already aware of this, you may be overcompensating and going to the opposite extreme. Some Pisces I know are so determined not to be flaky and so anxious not to be taken advantage of by others that they become super controlling and non-compromising. This is a trait you share with your opposite sign, Virgo. Oh, I got some shadows in here too, I tell ya. If you have a strong Pisces influence in your chart and suspect you're more controlling than flaky, you first need to try to let go of your anxiety. It can feel terrifying to relinquish even a tiny bit of control, but as you probably know, it's also terrifying to feel that you're the person with all the responsibility. This can lead to feelings of being put upon. If you admit to feeling vulnerable, this allows the universe and others to step up and help you. If you revert to controlling behaviour, this often has the reverse effect and annoys people. Try making small compromises with someone else's point of view, even if they take you out of your comfort zone. This requires practice, as with every pattern we try to change. But eventually you will prove to yourself that life is easier and better when you control what you can, then let go and trust more. Sensitive. Life can be very difficult for Pisces because you need to experience something personally to empathise with others. This can lead you into feeling like a victim or playing the martyr and make you quick to blame others for everything that goes wrong. If you fail to deliver, you often blame anything but your own shoddy sense of planning. You'll blame the transport, other people and anything else you can think of. Real growth comes from accepting responsibility and looking at what, if anything, you could have done to change the outcomes to prevent the patterns from repeating. Many Pisces folk blame bad experiences from their early years, such as distant or controlling parents, bullying at school or unfaithful partners for the way they are. But the more aware among you choose not to become victims of your past, you embrace the present with the knowledge that each and every one of us has the capacity to heal ourselves and become a different person, capable of creating a better life. This is a general life lesson for all of us, but one that typically resonates with Pisces folk. When we blame external events or other people for our failings, we are actively choosing to refuse opportunities to grow. Many of you see and feel things so intensely that you sense a need to escape the impact of your powerful visionary and prescient abilities. Pisces kids and some grown-ups will disappear into a fantasy world, film, video games and any other form of interactive fiction. Adults are prone to slip into a haze of alcohol or drugs or both. When problems arise or conflicts brew, instead of addressing a situation to bring about its resolution, you're inclined to ignore frantic attempts to contact you and hit the bottle or games console, or disappear into a cloud of marijuana smoke. If you have strong Pisces influence in your chart and feel the need to escape from painful feelings, do so, but look for a more helpful method such as a creative pastime, writing, painting or song. If you do drink to excess or indulge in other harmful activities regularly, you need to admit you have a problem. Then see if you can limit this indulgence to 1 or perhaps 2 days a week. This will help you to develop willpower, and if you find you cannot control your drinking or other self-destructive behaviours, which is not uncommon for Pisces people, there are lots of peer support groups online and in your community, as well as a professional help available. Do not just accept this as the way it is. Make it the way it was. Try to avoid harsh people, toxins and situations, and embrace a gentler existence. The fix here is for you to build in regular time for spiritual activities such as meditation or yoga. Anything that helps you to attune to your deeper self and find peace with the outer world. Some Pisces folk find particular solace in water-based activities. on a surfboard, for example, riding the waves. But whatever you choose, it is important to address the issues presented by family, colleagues, friends and lovers rather than avoiding them. Otherwise, they will simply keep happening. Try to remind yourself that if you keep falling into the habit of blaming others when things don't go right, or you've got too comfortable with your self-identity as a victim, then ultimately the only person you're shortchanging is you. Fierce temper. If pushed to the limit, Pisces will explode in a furious rage. All the signs have a ruling planet, or a boss as I call it, and you Pisces people are governed by Neptune, lord and protector of the oceans and seas. Like Lord Neptune smashing his trident to create great waves, a Pisces temper can cause huge devastation. It takes a lot to rile you, but nobody should go there unless they're prepared for a tsunami powerful enough to wash them away. On the other hand, Neptunian babies can be gentle, healing, and go with the flow. If you have strong Pisces influence in your chart, remember that you guys need to face issues gently, yet head on, as and when they arise. You are learning about boundaries and often attract people and situations that test yours. You must not suppress or evade things that lead to a build-up of resentment and anger that eventually triggers the tsunami, and by then it's often wholly inappropriate. And then we've got Pisces gone right. But before I start that, because I don't know how I didn't choke reading this, because I literally just, guys, so it feels so called out by that Pisces gone wrong. And I don't know if you guys are as well, but fierce temper, tick. Sensitive, tick. Overly strong-willed, tick. Flaky, tick. Literally about 4 or 5 years ago, I don't even know, it might be longer now, I just thought, well, every time I commit to do something, I don't go. I don't really want to go. I don't want to see anyone. I don't want to hear from anyone. I've had enough. I've had enough of everyone. Can't catch a breath, can't catch a break. Whether it's some kind of abuse, some kind of disappointment, whatever, some kind of obstacle, some kind of health obstacle, can't do what I want to do. Complete and utter whatever. And is that true? Yeah. Like, it is that thing. It's like, well, yeah, I was abused. I was treated like this. I couldn't do these things. Is that all fact? Yes. However, you deserve to feel free in yourself. And this is something I've been working on in terms of all aspects of what I just spoke about. But it is something you have to take responsibility for. You have to take accountability for. Who do you want to be? How do you want to show up? How do you want to react? You don't have to react in that way. As much as it hurts, as much as it's scary, as much as there's pain, you can master that reaction. It will take time, it will take repetition, it could take weeks, it could take months, it could take years. But what other way is there but to free yourself from those chains? Liberate yourself. Because it's like these feelings and where this leads to in terms of everything we've just read from the signs is self-destruction, addiction. So I smoke, I was a sex addict, I was drinking, I would say, well, like alcoholic, I don't know what the level is, even that, it's like, well, how much alcohol do you call alcoholic? Because like in our head we've got this stereotypical thing that unless you're flat out on the floor and you can't walk straight, that you're not an alcoholic. But it's like anything that we need outside of ourselves in order to cope, in order to find relief, that we know it's damaging us but we do it anyway, is an addiction. So personally, sex addiction, alcohol, coffee, and not one's worse than the other. Like, they were all ruining my health. I'm still smoking, I don't drink, currently celibate. But working through that, it's been a journey. Nothing happens overnight, and when it does, that's often where relapse happens. The most inspirational book I've ever read when it comes to all this stuff, let me go and grab it. I don't know why this is coming up or where we've gone, because we've got so much major arcana and blessings over here. I don't know why we've now gone down the doom of void, but here we are. The void of doom. The doom of void. Was this gangsters and gurus. I was so triggered by this book that I just put it down, pissed off, but it's something that I keep going back to. It says, may this book shed light to all beings who feel lost or like they have hit a dead end. May it bring you closer to the nature of the universe and yourself. Very powerful stuff. But yeah, it feels like huge breakthroughs, external influence, grief, loss. You ask for success, but not in the way that maybe others think. It feels like soul liberation. Yeah, the Empress, 2 of Wands. Queen of Pentacles, justice in your favour. The Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Pentacles. Guys, this is huge success. And just to hit the nail on the head, there you are. The Moon. It feels like that's why I'm being guided to read that. It's like a healing from where you once stood to where you are today. See how you're now responding, how you're handling things, how you're feeling about things, how you freed yourself from past pain. Yeah. It's that warrior energy. Peace of mind is something you can't buy, but it's something that can't be taken from you. That line Bob Marley says coming through about money make you rich. Money make you rich. No. But it's like soul wealth. And everything else coming in with that is just a bonus. Because there is a lot of finance here. There's a lot of abundance, luxury, physical, material experiences. But there's a deeper meaning to things. There was a something that's just special to you. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune again as I split the deck. Ace of Swords. A brighter day. I'm being guided to pull some of the fairy cards before I go back to the book. So see what it's saying. Okay, we've got children or childhood, the return of people or romances from your past, remembering events differently in a better or worse light than how they really occurred. Try not to make any emotionally reactive decisions right now. Not everything's as it seems. What's coming up is like that love spell. What's actually coming through is H2O with the full moon. The program with the full moon, when they're under the full moon spell, and it's like just completely deluded. Don't be lured back. It's giving Ursula energy. What's done in the dark will come to light. Something's coming through about, really weird, but like a regret. like a one night stand kind of regret, or something that you do in the middle of the night and then you wake up and it's daytime and everyone's in your face, and it's like you're faced with your truth, you're faced with remembering something that you've done that maybe felt like it was disrespecting yourself, selling your soul in some way, disrespecting your energy. It feels like in terms of sexually, it feels like going back to somebody that you've been with, somebody that once disrespected you, maybe remembering the nice things they done, but it's like, why did they do those nice things? What other not nice things happened? Don't be fooled, don't be lured into any this come up, who was this come out for? Was it Sag? Just be mindful of impulses and moving from that place of lust, in terms of just wanting to let off steam. This is weird, this is going to resonate if it does. I'm seeing literally someone walk in a room and it's like someone's frustrated, stressed out, and it's like there's a door and you can go in the door and it's like, oh, come in here. Come in here and let it all out. And then leave and nothing happens. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. What is coming through? Unfounded fear. Don't let fear drive your decision makings and go and do something impulsive that puts you in a problem. Because it's like, whatever you do in that place, whatever you do in the night, it can't be forgotten. It can't be erased. It will either be something you'll have to then work through and cut cords with, and then have to realign yourself. Be mindful of accepting any kind of short-term pleasure as a way of letting off steam, and because of feeling frustrated that something you want hasn't arrived. The desire for a more meaningful life, realising that it's time to move on, choosing to make major life changes. Stop procrastinating. Your power comes from making a decision. Yeah, it's like going back or moving back to where you've come from, or moving forward. That's up to you, it's a choice. To entertain people, places and things from the past, things that you've already cut cords with, that is a choice. If you want to go in a different direction, the only way to do that is by going in that different direction with full feeling action, where you're investing your energy, your focus, what you're aligning yourself with. An emotionally fulfilling life with family or friends, raising children wisely, people you can trust. Positive changes are on the way, a welcome relief from troubled times, travelling or relocating. Okay, Pisces gone right, spiritual. Pisces are so in tune with the rhythms of life that everything flows for you and you just have that little bit of magic about you. You are spiritual and intuitive. Some would say psychic. You very often have dreams that later come true, and many of you have prescient abilities. Am I saying that right? Prescient? What is that? What does that mean? My teacher used to call Pisces the mediums or the go-betweens for life, God and the universe. All the best healers and psychics I know have Pisces featuring prominently in their birth charts. By healers, I don't just mean hands-on Reiki masters. I'm referring to all the people who have the drive to help others and are motivated to make the world a better place for everyone. My teacher used to say that all authentic healers have psychic abilities, but not all psychics are healers. Throughout my life, I have found this to be true. Those who remain humble and heal people in conflict quietly are the real unsung healing heroes as far as I'm concerned. Pisces gone right always seem to know what to say to make you feel better, and their thoughtfulness has the capacity to warm cold or hardened hearts. They are kind beyond belief and have an almost ethereal energy that reminds us all of the beauty to be found in real humanity. If you have a strong Pisces influence in your chart, you need to learn how to protect yourself and how to keep your energy clean. This is a need you share with fellow water signs Cancer and Scorpio. Again, it's all about boundaries. Knowing when to create space and how to say no both come in handy. Time alone to heal and recoup energy in an environment free from chaos works wonders for you when you're struggling. Soft lighting, gentle music, meditation and prayer help to maintain a strong connection to your higher self. Being a sensitive and spiritual person does not mean that you allow others to walk all over you. Quite the opposite is true. Living a life grounded in spiritual values leads to self-respect, and endeavouring to treat others as you would wish to be treated empowers every one of us and raises the collective mood of humanity. Connection with nature. When you are in touch with nature, especially in the sea, you are in your element. I came to know about a brilliant man called Captain Paul Watson, a campaigner dedicated to saving our seas and marine wildlife from the environmental damage caused by mankind. I bet a friend that he had plenty of Pisces in his chart, and I was right. He has Jupiter in Pisces. You are ruled by Neptune, Lord of the Seas, and you need water like flowers need light. This is the way to heal you. The gentle sound of a bubbling stream or waves crashing in the ocean is like therapy to Pisces. If you are not fortunate enough to live by the sea, take breaks as often as you can to heal near it. I am generally not a fan of keeping animals in captivity, but looking at this as a sort of rescue, you could buy some fish from a pet shop and invest in a beautiful spacious tank. Watching them glide through the water without a care in the world would have the same relaxing impact as a massage. Gone right, Pisces is super connected to wildlife and will do all they can to preserve vulnerable sea life and other animals. The very sensitive among them, and those most true to their sign, are often pioneering new ways to save the oceans, and they certainly would not be seen dead were in fur, such is their connection to suffering and nature in general. Pisces gone right is soothing like raindrops in the heat of the desert. They bring a certain calm and cool to the rest of us, mere mortals, when we are in need. Pisces in love at their best are devoted lovers. You do all you can to make your partner's life easier and dedicate yourself to making him or her happy and your relationship flow with ease. You are typically selfless, but depending on who you choose to open your heart to, this can leave you feeling that you have been taken advantage of if your partner is anything less than 100% dedicated to you. You have high expectations that are difficult to meet. When Pisces gets hurt, your sensitivity can prevent you from trusting again. Other signs dust themselves off and carry on, but Pisces struggles to get over betrayal. This often holds you back, as love always results in some sort of pain, even when it's till death do us part. If you've been wounded, you need to accept, forgive, and try to carry on being as open as you are when you are in love. Pisces is prone to cheat on their partner, or for their partner to cheat on them. You can be tempted away from your relationship by someone you feel might be better suited to you. You love the initial stages of romance, but when reality steps in, you often bail out what really helps, whichever way round the dynamic is playing out. It's compassion and forgiveness. For some couples, an open relationship is the solution. Pisces often lie to prevent conflict and simply run away from the results. When you do this, you are passively taking control of situations by disappearing and refusing to give any sort of closure. Instead, try to create some space away from the situation. Then, without leaving it too long, tackle it honestly. Check that your motivation is pure and move to heal the situation with integrity. If you can't face it directly, write a letter or ask a trustworthy mediator to help you. Career. You are often drawn to the creative industries, film, fashion, photography, design, music and television. That doesn't mean you will work in these fields, of course, and many of you with a strong Pisces presence in your chart will express your creativity in different ways. Pisceans frequently have a seriously disjointed sense of timing, so missing deadlines is nothing new for many of you. You procrastinate and count down to home time so you can reconnect with a bottle of wine and a binge on Netflix. If you're prone to do this, ask yourself what you can do to change your routine to become more present and reliable. Be prepared to make sacrifices if you need to change career and start again. Life is too short to wish even a single second away. This reading is so typical of today's full moon, guys, because I feel like I literally just got beat up reading that. From the gone wrong Pisces to the gone right Pisces. Trigger, 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 trigger. All them shadows coming up. And this is really what we're here to do. And to observe that. Like, okay, I see my neediness. I see my destructive behaviour. I see my Taz behaviour. The anger. That tsunami. I see the ridiculous expectations when it comes to love that I don't even meet myself. But the initial feeling is, F you. That's not me. Don't tell me about myself. I would never do that. That's not my intention. That's not how I treat people. That's not how I am. And not completely, it's like to the extreme of what this is. It's like, no. I'm not aggressive. I'm on, like, as a person, I'm not any of these things in their entirety. Either are you. But where do those behaviours rear their ugly head? Not for anyone else's sake, but for your own sake. Whereas not keeping those appointments or keeping things on time or getting places on time or keeping to a schedule, how's that affecting your quality of life, your future, your dreams, your potential? How is the coping mechanisms affecting your potential? Are you someone that plans your days around your addictions, which I do myself and have done myself? Or are you somebody that isn't being controlled by it but can take control of the thing? It's a different it's like, it's not about what you're doing, it's about why you're doing it. And the thing isn't the problem. The drink's not the problem, the smoke's not the problem, the coffee's not the problem, the food's not the problem, the sex isn't the problem, the whatever you're doing isn't the problem. Why are you doing it? That's the problem. Heal that. So when I come to myself, I hate that I always be pushed very vulnerable. The reason I wanted to sit down and really do this reading was because I wasn't coping, and my coping mechanism was to do a reading as a distraction, which has backfired massively because the readings now become about the stuff I was trying to distract myself from. Bazinga. Bazinga. Okay. Yeah. Separate yourself from it. Observe. Oh yes, I do that. Oh yes, that is me. Okay. I'd rather do it like this. I can feel pissed off about this and I don't have to become the bulldozer. I can go for a walk. I can, like there's box. Go for a run. Use your voice. Channel that energy. But instead of just going and letting it out every time it's triggered, which, yeah. But really, sometimes we need to sit with it for a minute. It's like logically, I'm angry, let me let it out. I'm angry, let me let it out. But maybe something needs to be felt in the body. It needs to be, awareness needs to be brought to it. It just wants some attention for you to say, I see you, it's okay. We've all got healing abilities. Use your own hands. If you're not ready to ask for help, but help is there. Again, I'm a complete hypocrite because I won't ask for help and I don't want no one's help and everybody come. Help is there. And by not asking for help, who are you helping? Like, you're only holding yourself back. certain people just do certain things. It's like if you want a photo taken, you hire a photographer. You're not going to hire the milkman because his skill set is there. Maybe there is someone that can help you. Don't feel it as an insult. This is me as well. It's like, what? I'm going to make the whole roast dinner and you're going to come make the gravy and say, we made the dinner. Bruv. I done all this work and you want to come and go, chicka chicka doo bibbidi bobbidi boo, and then I'm going to be fixed. I'll do it myself. I'm the benefactor. I don't need no one. I'm my own healer. I don't want to hear it. You don't deserve to be in my presence. Pisces gone wrong. Nine of Pentacles. Oh dear. The world. It's over and done with, guys. Addressing all the things you don't want to address. Setting necessary boundaries. Armadillo on the back of the deck. We've got playing dead, a possum. Number 23. 23 degrees, Pisces, 4. And confrontation, 48, wild boar. You know, anything that pisses you off, anyone you want to go mad at, anyone you want to shout at, anyone you want to, you know, rally with, write it down. And just put yourself on a confrontation hold for at least a week. Process it, feel it, transmute it, sit with it. You don't need them for that. Because it's like there's a conversation that maybe needs to be had with certain people, and it could be more than one person. Maybe conversations haven't been had while you've been going through a certain transformation, going through a certain transition. But the conversations needed with these people is not because it's for them to take this pain away, or for them to right some kind of wrong, or for them to change the past. What's done is done. It's for you to set the new narrative, set the new tone. And what's kind of coming through here is that what has affected you, or the hurt that people have caused you, the swords in the back. It's like you just took yourself away, took them out, patched them up, got on with it. Next time you speak, it may not even be mentioned. It's like, you know what happened, they know what happened. Don't waste your time chasing the snake to try and ask it why it bit you. It's its nature. There's an acceptance. You wondering why you are so hard done by only affects you and your health. Physically, when not dealt with in terms of emotionally. Ram Dass meditation coming through, that often comes through, about the matters of your own heart. Tend to the matters of your own heart. Something else is coming through. Apologies in advance if I pronounce this wrong. Dr. Hafer Eunice. She completely pronounced it wrong, but she I watched something of her once. She was speaking about, and I've mentioned this before, but the purification of the heart. Seeing the heart as a glass dish, and how when you wash up, that you wash, and if there's still some kind of stain or mark on the dish, you just keep washing until that crystal is clear. You could have shut your heart down, bitterness, pain, like all of those kind of feelings suppressed with addiction, numbing. Things are coming to the surface, bubbling over. There's a release, there's an expansion. You could be feeling some kind of tightness in the chest, in your shoulders. To really take time to rest, to relax. Don't push yourself further than you need to, because there's a healing of the heart. 52, Black Panther. We also had grouse medicine and armadillo, boundaries and movement. Moving through that emotion, taking action regardless of the feeling. It's energy, stuck energy. And by doing things you love, getting on with your things that make you feel good, you're moving through that. Even if it doesn't feel good when you first start doing what you're doing, to choose to move regardless of the feeling, regardless of that uncomfortable emotional pain. Okay, interesting. The first page that really caught my eye was the last page, which is just a page with lined paper, and it says notes, and it's got a little picture of a squirrel. But it's like, make notes for the future. Any ideas that you get, how do you want your future to look? Every little detail, write it down, anchor it in, visualize it, feel it, smell it, taste it, like amp up that energy of what you're creating. Write that idea down like it is, it's happening. Not as in terms of, oh, I'll just write it down and leave it there. You can, but it's like, start as you mean to go on. Intention is everything. O midnight jaguar, wash me with your courage and still me with your grace, so I may know the value of the void of time and space. Teach me all your lessons, how to face the dark unknown. Then let me bravely leap into the shadows all alone. Let go of fears that appear as obstacles or barriers. Embrace the unknown and flow with the mystery that is unfolding in your life. The next step may be leaping empty-handed into the void with implicit trust. In the stillness of the void, find the will to avoid foolish interruptions, going deeper into your own self-discovery and healing process. Dream tracking, 52 on the clock. Dream tracking would be great as well. You could be receiving a lot in dream state. Empress 222 as I cut the deck. Okay, we've got the Emperor. Guys, stop, you're playing me, right? I normally only pull one, but we've got the Emperor, the Magician and Temperance. $14.41. The Magician, planet Mercury, crystal labradorite, chakra sacral. This is your time, the start of something successful. What you do now is important, since it will create your future. This is a time of magic and creativity in your life. The right time for magic to happen in any sphere of your life. Work, home, relationships. You are ready to begin to realize your full potential. And now will be a good time for you to study subjects that will shape your future. But beware of others' motives in a selfish world. People have their own motives at heart and are out for what they can get. You have control over your life if you seek it or realize you always had it. Creative ventures such as art, music and the media are favoured here. Labradorite will protect you, boosting your aura and making the magic happen around you. Mercury, the messenger of the gods, speedily carries your words and thoughts which can help them become reality. You will need more energy to achieve your goals, and your sacral chakra stores this energy for when you need it most. Place your crystal and focus your healing here. Emperor, Aries, crystal ruby, chakra throat. Leadership, power and action are the Emperor's gifts. This card can represent a father figure, but in general you may need to act to take control of a situation. and get your ideas moving. You are a leader and warrior. You make the rules, you have the power, but be wise and ask others for their advice when you need to, especially with practical problems. You are entering a secure phase in your life, but take a step back and see how you are acting towards others. Remember to be kind. Don't let yourself be bogged down in dogma or create rules that limit you. Don't bend unnecessarily to authority. Aries supports self-motivated and self-centered people, and these are fine qualities for a warrior. But beware not to overdo this side of your character and remain sensitive to others' feelings. Ruby crystals can give you the inner strength of a warrior, which you may need at this time to get your ideas moving. The Emperor's chakra is the throat chakra, the center of communication and the expression of ideas. Clear communication is important. The Emperor may also indicate a phase of healing for you. We also have Temperance, Sag energy. Sign Sag, crystal, garnet, chakra, heart. A couple things come up here. Let me just show you this now. So guys, again, bracelets from Otter Spirit, Californian brand, in the description below. A couple things come up in this reading about helping the wildlife. They support the otters, the sea otters, wild sea otters. This is the garnet from the Capricorn Intention pack, but they have all different kinds of things on there. You are transforming. Emotions play an important role now, but don't let them overwhelm you. Temper your heart with your mind, as understanding your emotions will lead to self-control. Work on removing any blocks and allow new energy and ideas to flow. Temperance also brings a time for reconciliation, fixing relationships where harsh words may have been spoken. Don't block your emotions with indifference to a person or solution. You are in a period of intellectual and emotional growth, so be flexible. Blend your abilities with the new ideas you are absorbing and compromise where you need to. Sagittarius suggests broadening your horizons. Focus on the goodness all around you, as there is harmony and understanding to be found. Garnet can help balance emotions and relieve the depression, disruption and trauma that change may bring. The heart chakra is your middle energy center, where the physical energy is drawn up from the earth, mixed with the spiritual energy drawn from the heavens. In this way, temperance can also suggest a time for moderation and healing. Like I said about how the addiction's not the problem, but why we jump into addiction. It's like, what is the root of the problem? Why are you doing? What are you trying to suppress? What are you trying to mask? What are you trying to avoid? What are you trying not to feel? And what's too much to bear? And it's like, when you the focus can be so much on not doing the thing that you're still distracting yourself from what the real issue is. So just, everyone has their own journey. Be kind to yourself. It's something I've been battling for a long time. And like I said, I'm still smoking now. But it's been challenging. There's been relapses. It's not a quick fix. But it's a decision to walk in a certain direction. And just the smallest of decisions can make a big difference. Like for myself, I told myself I was going to do 50 days or 60 days no coffee, then I was going to treat myself to my favourite coffee, which is a vanilla coconut latte with 1 shot of coffee. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go and get my coffee. And I was like, why? Like, you've done 50 days, just let it go, it's done. You don't even need one ever again, really. What else do you enjoy? What actually would help you? If coffee's messing you up, your hormones, messing up your nervous system and everything else in between, then what else could be that treat that is not going back, or staying in the same place, but it's a step in the right direction. So then I started researching different things that I wouldn't usually buy on a daily, maybe some kind of like high-end cacao or something that just feels luxurious, special, but something that is good for my health, but still tastes delicious. And instead of treating myself to the thing that I was giving up, which isn't a treat because it's a destruction, to move the energy further away from that, instead of teasing myself by having one and then saying I can't have another one. It's like, it's been hard enough to, it's like, keep going the way you want to go. It doesn't have to be all doom and gloom. Find positive replacements as you wean off of whatever it is. The other thing that helps me as well is introducing each thing so I forget. So the coffee, I did so many days and I was like, okay, now I've done the coffee. Now went back to doing day 1 no dairy. So it was like, now I'm focused on the dairy, I forgot about the coffee. Whereas when you're constantly thinking, oh, I just want a coffee, I want a coffee, that's when you're going to go and get it. When you're focused on the thing you're trying to put down, it's harder to put it down. If you're regimented in terms of, I'm not smoking, I'm not smoking, I'm not smoking, I'm not drinking, I'm not drinking, all you're really amplifying the energy of is the thing. Drink, 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 smoke, smoke, smoke. It's like, then that you're consumed by that, of course you're going to end up doing that. You're manifesting that. So to divert, pick a new focus, make it better than the old focus. Why would you even want to go back to that when you've now got this? And how much you have to gain from this. Guys, it's been a deep random reading. We're on 1 hour 24. 1 hour 24. Devil, yeah. The sun. Shining a light, my friends. A light on the shadows. It's go time. Emperor, devil, sun. Healthy masculine energy. Say what you need to say, express yourself. Singing, dancing, maybe write your feelings down, paint your feelings, dance your feelings, create. The opposite to depression is expression. Come out of yourself. You're mad about something, say it. Someone's pissed you off, say it. You haven't even got to say it to them, but say it out loud. Get it off, let it all out. That has kind of energy. It hasn't even got to make sense. That when I feel like something's irritated me and I can feel it in my body, I will do what I need to do. If I need to shake my arm over there, shake a leg over there, scream, shout, poke my tongue out, eyes wide, whatever it is, you will feel it. Do what you need to do. Feel how are you really feeling. About how are you really feeling though? Say, I'm okay. Are you okay? Are you okay? Okay. First page we've opened on is catnip. Planetary companion Venus, zodiac Aquarius, energy feminine, daily correspondence Friday, element water. Catnip symbolises happiness, love and fertility, as it can intoxicate your cat with ease. Even a cat's on it. Even the cat is on it, mate. I was watching old Sabrina clips yesterday with Salem. Oh, too funny. And literally, his energy is like the cat, like, that I post. They literally have the same energy. Like the sass, the mood, the side eye, love. You can also smoke catnip. Even that, like finding healthy alternatives. Blue lotus, different herbs. What ones can you smoke? Rose, lavender. I think raspberry leaf, nettle, can you smoke them ones? Check, don't go smoke anything just in case. But bay leaf, that come up. Catnip symbolises happiness, love and fertility. As it can intoxicate your cat with ease, it too can help attract and intoxicate a mate, as its language is love and its target is your intended. Magical properties. When used in spells, consider catnip for cat magic, instilling happiness, attracting love and luck, and enchancing beauty. Enchancing. I've not heard that word before. Sprinkle the leaves over your altar when your spells target love and luck. Carry a leaf in your pocket and luck will be tempted to follow you anywhere you go. Dry larger leaves and use them as bookmarks in your spell journal. Include in sachets to amuse your cat, or infuse the leaves into a tea to drink as part of a beauty ritual. Infuse a cup of catnip tea with rose petals. Sit quietly near a camellia tree is recommended, and envision your love in as much detail as you can. When ready, say quietly or aloud, "So drunk in love I wish to be, I sip this catnip and rose tea, while sitting near camellia tree, adorned with blossoms, pleading thee. Do nip my earlobe playfully, and tell me undeniably how unable you are to resist me." Page 101. Well, you got it all going on, Pisces, isn't it? Nibbling earlobes under the tree now. 3 of Pentacles. Guys, feels like it's about to be a very magical time. I want to pull a cat now. We've been talking about the cat. We've got the cat gurus. I don't know where I am. 1 hour, half and 1 hour 30 on here babbling on, but guys, I'm flowing. Okay, guys. We've got Felicity. Reach for the stars, but keep your paws on the ground in space. No one can hear you. Meow. And we have Freya. All you need is love and the occasional cat treat. Your chariot awaits. The multitasking Norse goddess of fertility, love, sex and war, Freya took the form of a grey cat. Legend has it that she loved her giant kittens so much that she let them tow her chariot as she zoomed through the heavens. And then we've got Felicity. Oh, she loves a bit of guitar. Even on these little instrumental, copyright free, whatever they are. Okay, where are you, bro? There you are. After having electrodes planted in her brain on 11th of October 1963, the first cat was blasted into space by the French government. Are you jarring me, brethren? Is this true? This is true and it's not even a joke. Is this what they're doing to... Is this how they're moving now? Cat can't even talk for itself. It's like, God save the animals, please. I can't even go to the park anymore because I have to shut my eyes and look up at the tree when I see people with their dogs and how they're treating. Guys, did they really do that? 1963. They blasted a cat into space. Did she come back? Whizzled up into space and then came back down to Earth in a capsule. Her 15-minute trip left this astro cat unscathed. Albeit, we imagine, dazed and confused. I don't know whoever decided to go up, just don't go and do it them damn selves, man. You wanted you to put a pawn in the game, poor little kitty. Ah, Felicity, darling. Probably still getting over that. 63, no, she's definitely not still getting over that. She's got over it. Okay. Who's the other one? Freya. Oh, we did you. Okay, the goddess. We've got the Fashwan cat. You can never be too rich or too fluffy. Never get out of bed for less than a tin of caviar. Know your worth. Set your prices high. High as yourself. This high maintenance kitty has a complete set of designer luggage, her very own iPad, and not one but two maids at her disposal. This fashion-tastic feline has lived a lifestyle most can only dream of, travelling by a private jet, quaffing beluga caviar, and gracing the cover of Vogue. There's a change in your circumstances, guys. There's a change in your lifestyle. There's a change in the way that, yeah, Three of Pentacles. Big benefactor energy. The Emperor. It's time to live, my friend. It is time to live. Let go of the weight. No time for that. Three of Pentacles. That's you. And it's about to be you in a minute. Enjoy. Okay, guys. We have the Prince of Spring, charming, self-confident, passionate and restless. Immediate action, a challenge you can successfully manage, a passionate relationship, nibble under the tree. Guys, I'm out. Have a blessed day. Sending so much love. Like, share and subscribe.